Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is car number 205, a 1996 GT convertible, 4.6 liter automatic. It came in as a running driving car, but we've sold the engine and sold the rear end. Do still have the 4R70W transmission and videos of the transmission running on the YouTube channel actually. So you can look up 4R70W transmission. We have a twin to this vehicle that's a 98. And the interesting thing about car number 205 here is this used to belong to a customer of ours, and he bought the engine and transmission from another car here with 107 or 9 or 110,000 miles on it and put it in this vehicle here with 170 or so. It's a tan interior car, and when I come to the dash you'll see 172,000 is what it reads on the dashboard, almost 173. And let's see if I can get I sold this door on this side, but I was going to try to get in here at the paint code in case anybody was interested in like the trunk or the side scoops, the fender lower spats, exterior molding, color, body, GTC. And this is a 8 of 95 96 GT convertible. This is an aftermarket steering wheel, Grant steering wheel. I don't really deal with aftermarket stuff much, but I will make this available. So if anybody's interested in this Grant steering wheel, it's in average condition. It's used looking, but it's not split or torn anywhere that I can see. All the stitching appears to be in good shape. I can't open this door. There's really nothing to show. I've got the door panel off from this side and in the shop, and I am storing a couple items in the vehicle. So right now you can see it's a tan and black interior quarter panel set. There is a tan leather rear back seat, but I can see from here it's ripped. So there's going to probably be no value to the upper. The lower may be good, but this car did have a lot of miles, and Ford's leather in this generation just really didn't last unless it was protected, armor all, those types of things. Like I said, I did sell the engine and shipped it out. But I've got a factory CD player, factory radio system. I can power up some of this stuff again and make sure that the clock and everything works, but there was a video of this car running before it was dismantled to sell the engine. So I did take a video of the function of the dash and the transmission. The interior of the top headliner appears to be really nice. The top itself isn't. These visors have been on my website for quite some time. I know it's kind of hard to find things there. But these are in good condition. I know these are a hot item, the convertible sun visors. I'd call it a black color. I'd call that black. I know some years it's charcoal. I imagine all this stuff works. Sorry, I just now loading it on the trailer. The T-top car just got loaded, the last car that I did a video for everybody on. And now it's time to load this, so I figured while I can't open this door, but I thought while I could open the doors and show some of the car that I might not be able to when it's on the trailer, it's time to go through and just inventory it for everybody. Pulling the rear end out and tried to sneak it between these two cars here. This bumper did get scratched. It looks like it had some pre-existing condition scratches there. I don't see any tears in it. So if anybody's interested in the rear bumper for a 96 to 98, it does say Mustang GT. Might even, I'm sure it'll fit a 94, 95 car, but just trying to stick very correct here. Mach 460 system. I know I've been in the trunk for amps, so there might not be a complete system, but I do have the door speaker. Oops, I do have the door speaker from the other side. And the panel. So this tan seat, no good. And I can see that the lower is dry, but I don't see any exposed foam, so the lower may be okay. And I'm sorry I don't have a better view of the interior panels, because I know those are also kind of a hot item with the tan color. The speaker grill's got some rip in the mesh. But that stuff will be accessible to me probably tomorrow. And then, well, I don't know what day it is for you guys, but it's May 29th. So I think that's about all I can really show you. Any interest, there will be a full set of seat belts. I'll have the convertible top switches. I'll have the entire hydraulic system. So the well liner seems to be intact still. And a defroster back window with tint. Nice. So 173 almost on the cluster. The rest of the car shows the same. This door is, let me get on the inside. Maybe somebody wants this door. I was able to sell the driver's door because of how clean it actually was. It was the original door. This one appears also to be very clean. The car will be up here in a minute. I don't know what's about to happen to this factory exhaust. It is factory Ford original equipment exhaust, but I have a feeling I can see a bent flange already there. And some of the seams of the mufflers were starting to get pretty thin. I've got looks like the shifter cable still hanging. And I'll show you guys what's going on under the hood. Probably should close that. Once I get it on the forklift and on the trailer, that may never close again. Let's check out the cowl grill and the windshield. Cowl grill is a little faded. That's holding very tightly there. I don't see significant cracks or bullseyes or BBs in the windshield yet. Yeah, this cowl grill is held down extremely tight. So of course I'll be very careful in getting it off, but if somebody sees this and wants it right away, let me know before I throw it in storage and do anything with it, lose track of it, cause any new fun damage to it. Usually pretty careful. I just put a nail up on the ceiling and hang them from there, keep my harm's way. So even though it's a Chicago car with a lot of miles on it, the frame rails and the strut towers are salvageable. The car did get hit in the front end, so I'm sure there's some movement to the core support, maybe upper or lower. I'm trying to see now if I see it, like right here, I see a little wave in that frame rail. So yes, that can be tapped down to go straight, but that means that the car was hit just enough to move that one piece of metal there. And this side didn't buckle, but it's actually pretty soft for rust, so it might have buckled here instead of actually bent that frame rail. So this rail actually is no good. This tower is pretty good looking. Let's see what the inside looks like. Actually just had some customer, met him off the internet. He called yesterday and came today and picked up a set of strut towers for this generation. They actually, we call his Ford dealer where he worked at, and they said it's a 1980 to 1999 strut tower. I don't believe that. I know the camber caster plates are different and things like that in the aftermarket, so I was really shocked by that, but he ended up taking a set off of 99 for his 90, I think it's 6 or 7 or 8, but they're going to work out. They were really nice. So the charcoal canister is up there. It looks like I still have the engine harness and the CCRM. Fog lights, HID system, I believe. ABS module. This fender, no good. It's missing metal at the bottom. Usually that's one of my factors that I say if they weigh less than they're supposed to from the factory, then I usually would get rid of it. So that one was missing some metal. And this one's obviously bent. The hood is cracked, so that's not going to be of any use. But the cowl grille is good. It appears the A-pillar trims and the windshield trim is good. Not chipped. Sometimes in a front end accident, this fender will come up and crack in the corners and things. I don't see that there's any damage there. But I think that's about as exciting as this car gets. But I've got a big memory stick and a full battery, so I'll put you on the bracket here while I load it and wait for your comments below. If If you want to know what cars are coming up next to be parted out, it's probably actually going to be a 2-car load. It's going to be probably car number 205 here. Engine harness, or I don't know what you'd call that, headlight harness, F6ZB14, it appears to be 290, and then there's some under the grease there. Power distribution center, I did sell, oops. I did sell 2 brake lines today also to that gentleman that bought the strut towers. So there's a Hydro Boost system still somewhat together in this car. Like I said, I did sell the engine, so that's probably something I should have pointed out earlier. Yeah, there's the master, some of the lines, and anything that would have went to the pump. I believe I did leave the high pressure line on the pump for my customer who bought the engine. But all right, well, that's all the excitement I see there. Rear end is gone, tailpipes are still good. Back bumper, trunk, and spoiler, tail lights. Let's put her on the hearse. Hearse. Alright, so we've got a set of fuel lines here and a couple brake lines, but I'm kind of in a rush to get stuff cleaned up now that it's stopped raining for a while. So I may just leave brake lines, but I always try to save fuel lines. Looks like I've cut this bracket off that's I believe convertible specific underneath the K member. Are there no factory subframe connectors? I know Ford started doing that a little bit later on, 99 and up possibly. So I was able to hook the car right where the mufflers aren't. I haven't hurt the back bumper yet with the tailpipes. I personally needed a set of these lines here, these 94 to 97 fuel tank supply lines, and I don't think these are any good. I've looked them over pretty good, and I know that they are hard to find in good used condition. But there's no good frame pieces. I'll save what I can underneath, but doesn't appear to be very much value. I'll take the shifter cable, any parking brake stuff that's going to be stuck underneath the car. Taillights are nice. Let me double check that passenger, because I know there was some damage over there. Nope, the lens did not make it. That's broken, but the trim did, and I believe you just change them out pretty easily. Maybe they're not easy, but I know that they are interchangeable. So if somebody did just need a piece of trim or needs to get the right color light and just needs the trim, you can let me know on that. I will save these hockey stick trim pieces here. I will take the back window out with the curtain. Usually they're just good for the glass if it's original like this one appears to be. Interior pillars will come out, exterior pillars again. So if there's anything else anyone needs, I am a little lax on my website as far as SN95 and newer. Everything just got so busy with the YouTube channel and Facebook, I really haven't had a chance to build an SN95 section on the website yet. So you may have to hit me up directly to make a product available. I know a lot of this stuff is 94 to 04. And it's not the only car that's here. There's a blue SN right here, 96 I believe, 3.8 liter automatic car coming apart soon. Just behind the Capri hood here is the roof of a 90. It's a 96 96 GT with a 4-valve Lincoln engine in it and an automatic. I don't know what trans that is, but I'll update you. So there in the back, there's more SNs and new Edge cars coming up. So just because I don't have a nice quarter panel on this car doesn't mean I don't have others available, so don't be afraid to ask. I will try and test in another vehicle any electronics from this one. I always bench test window motors, power lock actuators, trunk actuators, all those things get a bench test before they go. I would not sell this radio or CD player without having that tested as well. But I think there's the last look. And I will probably have one more video once I have the interior cleaned out, just in case there's anything else anyone might specifically need in tan, or like the seat belts if they're a black color. Washer bottle's good, horns, cruise control unit. So there are some things that are probably V6 and V8 interchangeable. There are some things that are 94 to 04 interchangeable, but again, it's a high mileage car. We do have the transmission, which is in good condition from the other parts vehicle here with 100, I think it has 12,000 miles on it now, and 2, I believe, test videos of that transmission. But I'll put you back on the forklift because I need to get on it myself and load this car before it decides to slip off. And looks like I need to get up there pretty tall because that sway bar and that muffler are hanging down. So I'll be up pretty high this time. Maybe you'll get a view you don't normally see. And thanks for watching. And there you have it. So this will probably be a 2-car load. I'm going to try this 96 GT convertible here, car number 205. E205. And I'm also going to try and squeeze this 86 GT on the trailer. Had red interior. I've pulled all of it out. Came with no engine and trans, but that'll be in another quick video, maybe an attachment to one more for this vehicle here. But of course, thanks for watching again. Very much appreciate everybody's time. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see the next cars that we have coming apart, the next cars we're getting in, any cool stuff that's going on as far as on-site projects. And like and share if you like this video. See you on the next one.